Hello, world. My name's Anthony. Anthony does YouTube or Anthony does IG on Instagram. Um, I have a bit of a Finsta going on with my crypto posts. So yeah, I just thought I'd give my 2 cents on the crypto market as of late. This past year, it's just been absolutely exploding, and much more than I've ever even thought possible, honestly. And I just yeah, I just thought I'd throw my 2 cents in while I'm out at my local park. So yeah, it's I mean, when I first got into crypto back in 2016, I remember I first found out about Bitcoin through like some Bloomberg videos, and was trading at like, I believe, around $2,000, 2,000 USD, and back in those days, I was only about 18. I thought it'd be a good idea to just get a car instead, right? Instead of this super risky asset. And I mean, the rest from there is history, right? I mean, everybody, or mostly everybody now knows, in 2017, Bitcoin went on to do about close to $20,000, probably its best year ever, up until that point. And uh, yeah, so it was in that market where I decided, I'd get started. Crypto is an emerging market class, so I thought might as well get a little piece of this pie, right? So I started researching, ICOs and a bunch of crypto projects, and yeah. So first of all, I'm a college student. I'm studying business and software engineering. So I thought I have some a little bit of a background in this. I mean, I might as well you know put some skin in the game, as they say. So yeah, I just thought I'd put out like a bit of a warning and or a disclaimer. Just like a little bit of a explanation to people who are new to crypto. I've been getting people um, commenting on my videos and stuff just from they see me comment on a crypto video, and then they'll come to my channel, and they'll ask for my 2 cents on whatever crypto. So I just think regardless of whatever coin it is, you just want to do as much research as possible. It's cryptos, like I said, it's an emerging market class, so for the most part, it's absolutely unregulated. Um, a lot of these companies aren't based in, the U.S. or anything like that. A lot of them aren't even companies. But I mean, it is regulated. It's just, like I said, it's the Wild West, being an emerging market class. So you just have to be absolutely as careful as possible. A lot of crypto scams and quote unquote fundraisers are popping up, and it's just it's really not what we need. I've Back in 2017, I had a friend who got hit really hard by the BitConnect scam, and I told him, hey man, just do as much research as possible before you get into this new project. And unfortunately, I guess he kind of got peer pressured by a group of other investors, and I mean, I guess obviously they all lost everything. And I mean, yeah, it's just from even if the project looks legit, absolutely, has its own website, and it is a U.S. based company or whatever. Like I said, it's the absolute Wild West. So you just want to do as much research as possible. If the word scam is even remotely associated with any crypto project, you probably just want to stay as far away from that as possible. Things like SafeMoon. Um, but yeah, I mean, before I get absolutely shat on, I just want to say, there is good projects in the space. Obviously, Bitcoin, and a lot of the big caps are obviously going to be your safer alternatives. And And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't discourage anyone from investing in like a small market cap crypto. It's absolutely the most lucrative, the most potentially, profitable thing you could have ever done in your life. It's just like I said, you have to be absolutely very careful, and very, very selective. Um, like earlier this year, I was looking at this token called Akita Inu, which prior to, I think it was actually after the dump, the 1 month gain, the monthly candle on that token was sitting at about a 59,000% gain. So it's absolutely insane. For those of you that don't know, if you don't know how compound interest works, I mean, 59,000% gain would be roughly 500 times your money. So just about any dollar value you put in would get multiplied by 500 times. So, let's say you put in $100, you'd be looking at a lot of money right there. So, I just, thought I'd give people, an explanation. And going back to that, so yeah, Bitcoin, it's a very controversial. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's worthless, it's fake money. But if you look at a lot of countries, they're adopting it as legal tender. The Fed, and in the U.S. is looking to adopt its own cryptocurrency, a stable coin, CBDC, central bank digital currency. And you see all over the world a bunch of central banks are looking like they're going to start pumping out these CBDCs. And an explanation behind that would be, if you look at what's been powering this insane Bitcoin pump this last year, it's been there's a lot of DeFi projects coming out. Sorry guys, I got my mask on. I'm at, like I said, my local park. So what DeFi is, pretty much it's decentralized applications. A lot of them, pretty much what they're, a lot what a lot of them are rely on, I should say, is this where they're all built around this concept of yield. So you either deposit your crypto to a liquidity pool or a staking pool, and you get returns. Forgive me for a lot of my uhs and ahs. I'm not, I don't usually make too many YouTube videos with a commentary. DeFi, it's just primarily there for yield and gaining interest on your coins, whether they're, stable coins or, just regular cryptos. You can, it's very powerful. I mean, anybody that knows about, compound interest, it's very, very promising. And I mean, it's not surprising to see, just the world's biggest financial institutions all just sort of starting to pile in. But just a bit of, what the warning aspect of this video would be. Obviously, everybody knows Bitcoin would be a fantastic tool against, inflation, a good hedge. Fact of the matter is, if you'd bought Bitcoin, like, let's say, for example, if I had bought, back when Bitcoin was, a couple grand a pop, you'd be sitting at about, I mean, even right now, it's about, 60 grand for a couple Bitcoins. So I'd be, looking at probably, or no, definitely, the largest amount of money I've ever seen in my life. Would have effectively completely shielded me from inflation, as well as giving me a pretty substantial profit. So, and I mean, just think about those people that are in countries, like third world countries, where they have actual real hyperinflation, you could sort of see the use case for Bitcoin start to, just manifest itself. And I mean, yeah, so going back to, like I said, the warning, it's, so yeah, I mean, right now, crypto's in a fierce, bloody battle between, the bulls and the bears. It's generally always like this. It's just we're in the midst of a, like I said, the probably most insane cycle anybody's ever seen. And yeah, so a lot of people are, absolutely terrified right now. Just the market's looking like it's about to turn over and, go into another crypto winter. And, I thought I'd do this video exactly at that time because, clearly, when everything's going up, people are going to look at me and they're going to say, oh, well, you're just some dumb college student. Everybody can make a video about crypto and say everything's going to go up, when everything is going up, it's obvious. But I thought I'd make this video, when everything's kind of on the, on the sideways. Because, you got people like Richard Hart, again, another, I'm obviously Crypto Hart. Richard Hart, he's much more successful than me, probably much more educated than me. I'm not exactly sure. But I just did some quick research. He's got IDs in several different states with fake names and, different names. It's just a, hex. It's like highly centralized. I don't know. It's, I know Hex and like Safe Moon, they have like a absolutely ginormous community. But yeah, like I said, if the word scam is even remotely associated with a certain crypto, you just want to stay absolutely as far away from it. Not saying Richard, is a scammer, but I think there's better projects out there. So with crypto, there's a continuous sort of cycle of liquidity crunches, short squeezes, long squeezes. If you look at the BTC shorts graph, it's just absolutely insane. Like I said, it's the Wild West. So a lot of this, in the US, you're not allowed to trade with derivatives, but worldwide, crypto derivatives is exploding. And excuse me. Obviously, if you know a bit about financial markets, you'll realize that derivatives can affect mean reversion. And, what mean reversion is pretty much simply put, it's the general volatility sort of over a certain time period. Over any certain trend, the mean reversion, will either widen or shorten. Derivatives do have a profound effect on the mean reversion of, crypto as well. So right now, my 2 cents, we're still on the way up, but the mean reversion, it's gonna take some time to find the bottom and also some time to find the next top. But I do think the trend is still moving upwards, ever so slightly. Like I said, it's a constant battle between the bulls and the bears, And so, yeah, what is there to learn from all this? Everybody knows, that nobody knows where crypto is going to head in the next, 6 months, 3 months, even the next week. Like I said, just to recap, stable coins are, stablecoins and DeFi, they've been blowing up this year, I think, for good reason. Safe way to make interest. I mean, it's just absolutely necessary. Um, and Also, I mean, I want to address really quickly just before I wrap up the video. Just this, this sort of FUD going on around Tether. Another thing, I mean, that pops up about feels like it's yearly now with every market cycle, even mini market cycles. Just like every year, this Tether FUD comes around where they're printing a large amount of stable coins. What's going on? And so generally, I mean, another large criticism is they only have like 2% cash reserves, and the New York AG is saying that they're not allowed to operate in New York, and everybody, like Jim Cramer, he's on his program going, why does nobody care? Why does nobody care that I'm talking about all this printing going on by Tether? Because Jim Cramer, everybody knows, and you got to realize this is a multi-trillion-dollar asset, and I mean, if anybody really thinks they know how to manage a $1 trillion asset, I don't know. I wouldn't know if I would trust them, honestly. And I mean, yeah, like, they say, oh, these 2% cash reserves. I mean, what is that? You look at, their balance sheet, you'll see a lot of, what they have is actual, investment similar to a bank. A bank, doesn't carry a lot of cash on them on hand either. But, of course, Tether, since it's a crypto, people, just love to point fingers and go, it's a scam. I mean, what other large-scale institution prints money, right? Yeah, the Fed, the U.S. government. So, and quantitative easing, it's not just something that's been going on. This year, I know it feels like a lot of people have just sort of found out about quantitative easing, and just like, if you don't know what quantitative easing is, I would just suggest you do some quick research. It's definitely a very interesting subject, and it's been going on in the U.S. for many, many years. I believe since 2008 was when it sort of became prominent. But regardless, it's not a new practice at all. The Fed, they continuously print money. Obviously, with the stimulus going on around. There's so much controversy, everybody's kind of going crazy over, printing. And I mean, I don't think, Tether really is a big culprit there. And so, just going back, DeFi, it's a big advent. And, I think stable coins right now are going to be your best bet. I personally use Voyager. It's a centralized, Canadian exchange, but, what you sacrifice in terms of decentralization, you get, a benefit out of, the security. And, a lot of, even the most decentralized, protocols, even like on Ethereum, they have, it's a bit centralized, so you always are going to sacrifice a little bit of, decentralization. But yeah, you could deposit your USD on Voyager. You get like 10% interest APR. So every month you'll get, a small interest payment. And so I think that's one of the most promising things coming out. That came out this year, and with good reason. It's, just creating waves in the financial and fintech world. I just think in general, if you're going to go into crypto, you want to have a plan. You know, it's not just about buying the bottom and selling the top. It's a lot easier said than done, as you know, I'm pretty sure, you know, everybody knows and has tried to do already by this point. But so yeah, just my general 2 cents. Stable coins are always going to be your best bet and your best friend. And like I said, do as much research as possible when you're going to get into you know, any crypto project, no matter how legit it looks. But you know, that being said, it's probably also at the same time going to be your best bet at making considerable amount of money with a small amount of money. You know, getting out of the hood, or you know, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. You know, making fat gains. I don't know, whatever Wall Street bets lingo. But yeah, just my 2 cents. Let me know what you think in the comments, whatever. Follow me on Instagram. Shoot me a DM. If you want to use my my link on Voyager. I know it's super cringy. I hate people pushing links. I'm not. Whatever. Just if you want to use my link, it's ANT43E. So yeah, ANT43E. If you don't have a Voyager, use that code and deposit $100, and you'll get you know, you get $25 free Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, I hate pushing links or whatever, but I mean, it's just, if you learned anything, feel free to use the link. You don't have to, like I said. But yeah, I just thought I'd give my 2 cents, because I mean, it's like literally just about everybody has been going crazy over this crypto. So yeah, I mean, share the video with a friend. And yeah, have a good day.